Dear students, welcome to the video on company fixed deposit, which is a part of course marketing of financial services. Before we deep dive into what is company fixed deposit, let us try to have an outline of the session today. We would be looking into what are company fixed deposits, when, why, where, how of company fixed deposits, and six things not to miss regarding fixed deposit. At the end, we may conclude by analyzing which one is better, company fixed deposit or a bank fixed deposit. Let us try to understand the basics of what is a company fixed deposit. The deposit placed by the investors with companies for a fixed term carrying a prescribed rate of interest is called as company fixed deposit. Financial institutions and non-banking financial companies, which are termed as NBFCs, are also accept such deposit. Deposit thus mobilized are governed by the Companies Act under Section 58A. The deposits are unsecured, that is, if the company defaults, the investor cannot sell the documents to recover his capital, thus making them a risky investment option. Second question which would come to our mind is which companies can accept deposit? All the companies registered under Companies Act 1956 can accept deposit, such as manufacturing companies, non-banking finance companies, housing finance companies, financial institutions, and government companies are the companies who can accept the deposit. Next question that comes to our mind is what is the period of the company deposit? Company fixed deposits can be accepted by a manufacturing company having duration from 6 months to 3 years. Non-banking financial company can accept a deposit from non-banking financial company can accept deposit from 1 year to 5 year period, and a housing finance company can accept deposit from 1 year to 7 years. Definitely, do enter into a company, we do have a question that if this is a period of deposit, we are clear with which are the companies who can get these deposits. Now, let us try to understand what are the tips for choosing a corporate fixed deposit. There are few things which are very important for us. First, credit rating. Generally, we should opt for higher rated corporate FDs based on its credit rating, which indicates the underlying risk of the company. Second is company background. Assess a company's business viability by referring to its financial statements, management discussions and analysis, which is also called as MD&A. We should also look at repayment history. That means we should analyze company's repayment history, helps us to determine company's credit score, credibility and stability before we invest into the company's fixed deposit. Further, the same points can be discussed as we need to ignore the unrated company's deposit scheme. Ignore deposit schemes of little known manufacturing companies. For NBFC, RBI has made it mandatory to have an A rating to be eligible to accept public deposit. One should go further and look at only AA or AAA schemes. Within a given rating grade, choose the company with a better reputation. Once you decide on a company, next choose the schemes that has given a better return. Unless need income regularly, you should prefer cumulative to regular income option since the interest earned automatically gets reinvested at the same coupon rate, giving you better results. It is said that it is better to make a shorter deposit of 1 year to 3 years. By this way, one not only can keep a watch on companies' rating and services, but can also have money back in case of emergency. One should also check on the servicing standards of the company. One should not oblige companies that care little about investor services like promptly sending the interest warrants or the principal check. Basically, it is better to get involved a reputed financial planner or an investment advisor who would advise in all transactions. Generally, do not bypass and invest directly just to earn an extra incentive. That is what we need to analyze when we talk about the various factors. The next question that comes to our mind is, up to what limits can a company accept a deposit? For non-banking, non-finance company, that is manufacturing company, can accept a deposit subject to following limits. What are that limits? Up to 10% of aggregate of paid up share capital and free reserves if the deposits are from shareholders or guaranteed by directors. Otherwise, up to 25% of aggregate of paid up share capital and free reserve. A non-banking finance company can accept deposit up to the following limits. Equipment leasing company can accept 4 times of its net owned fund, and loan or investment company can accept deposit up to 1.5 times of its net owned funds. Next, we have a question, because as we are going to get interest, what about the interest payments made in case of company's fixed deposit? That is the question that comes to your mind is, how are interest payments generally interest payments made in case of company FD? Interest is paid on monthly, quarterly, half yearly, yearly, or on maturity basis as the fixed deposit may be. It is either made through a check or electronic clearing system, which is called as ECS. You generally, when you invest, we generally have a question about TDS. And the question that comes to our mind is, when is TDS deducted on the interest from company fixed deposit? TDS is tax deducted at source. TDS is deducted if the interest on fixed deposit exceeds 5,000 in a financial year. At a PAN card level for a depositor, his or her interest income will be arrived at after consolidating all his fixed deposits. TDS will be calculated by respective FD issuing company and paid to the government account as per the interest payment frequency. If TDS certificate is provided by the depositor every quarter, in case depositor provides 15G, 15H during the application stage, he will be exempted from paying the tax on interest liability. That is what generally happens. Let us try to understand the next part. Company fixed deposit is higher than the banks. The question arises, how can company offer fixed deposit higher than the bank? Company fixed deposits have always offered interest rate which is 2 to 3% higher than bank deposit rate, because they have to pay higher interest to banks for borrowing money. Hence the reason you have higher than bank deposit rates. Next question that may come to your mind, that if you're ready to invest in a company fixed deposit, what are the documents which would be required for you to open or corporate fixed deposit? The same documents which are generally required, that is latest photograph, certified copy of proof of identifying person, that is passport, PAN mandatory, voter ID, driving license, Aadhaar card, certificate copy of proof of address, can be passport, Aadhaar card, can be an utility bill which is not more than 2 months old for any service provider like electricity, telephone, postpaid mobile phone, pipe gas or water bill. Certified copy of the proof of signature. Similarly, you may have a question in your mind that can CF be open in the name of child? The answer is yes, you can make a deposit in the name of minor, provided such minor is represented by his natural or legal guardian, and the application form for the deposit is signed by the natural or legal guardian on the behalf of minor. That is what is important. Similarly, we may have one more question related to company fixed deposit is, can I withdraw this fixed deposit before the tenor expire? If yes, then what is the impact of it on the interest? The lock-in period for any fixed deposit is 3 months, before which FD cannot be withdrawn. For premature withdrawal, there are penalty slabs available. 0 to 3 months, it is FD cannot be withdrawn. 3 to 6 months, no interest is payable on the deposit, only the principal is payable. And for 6 months and above, interest payable is 2% lower than the interest that is applicable for the period for which the deposit has run for. In case of no interest, it is specified for a period run, interest payable will be 3% lower than the lowest rate at which deposits are made. This makes us a way forward to identify what are the key benefits of corporate FDs. The first, it is higher return. Corporate FD enjoys greater payoff from corporate FDs as compared to bank FD. Second is flexibility. Corporate FDs as per your preferences from a variety of tenures such as monthly, quarterly, half yearly or yearly. Corporate FD also offers an added benefit of liquidity, as corporate FD enjoy better liquidity with a lower lock-in period than bank FD. Corporate FDs also offers lower risk. They avail the benefit of reduced risk, which are backed by reputed rating agencies. Hence, it also makes us to understand that is investing easy in the company FD, and what are the important aspects we should not ignore when we are trying to get invested into the company fixed deposits. There are a number of investment options for the people these days. However, bank fixed deposits are still one of the most popular options, as here your capital is secure and one would get a amount once the FD gets matured. However, if you are looking for much higher returns, then company FDs are viable option for you. In past few years, company FD has become quite popular, at times are far more lucrative than the ones being provided by private and public sector banks. Companies fixed deposits are fast becoming a popular investment option due to the fact that they offer high returns, but you need to exercise utmost caution and make an informed decision. Major benefits of investing in company fixed deposits are higher interest flexibility of tenure, no income tax deduction if the interest income is up to 5,000 in one financial year. No matter how lucrative a company FD may be, before investing, there are certain points that one should take into consideration before investing into the company fixed deposits. First, company FDs are risky. Company FDs are tempting due to a high rate of interest that they provide as compared to FDs offered by private and public sector banks. However, they are unsafe investment option as they are not secured against the assets of the company. The chances of default in payment of interest and principal is significantly higher than banks. Second thing which is of worry that we need to find concern or things which we need to analyze is TDS deduction. You have to be or one has to be very careful regarding the deductions of TDS. In the case of company fixed deposit, TDS is deducted if your interest income crosses 5,000. But in case of bank fixed deposit, TDS is only deducted after the interest income crosses 10,000 rupees. Third aspect we need to look into, it offers higher rate of interest. If one is looking for higher interest returns, then company fixed deposits are perfect investment options, as the risk involved in the company's fixed deposits are much more as compared to bank fixed deposits. The interest rates are generally higher. Next point of discussions is need for safeguard. One should always check before investing the company's fixed deposit the rating of the company before investing in that company. Financial institutions such as CRISIL and ICRA rate the companies and their FD. If the company has a rating of AAA, it means that is safe and secure investment. However, tread with caution if the rating is lower as there could be numerous risks involved. One more aspect which cannot be overlooked is background of the company. After all, it is one's money that one is investing, and as such, one need to be extra careful. Generally, do not rush into anything. Do therefore checks before you invest your money in a company FD. Do a thorough research on the company's background, company's past performance, customer service, and the financial performance of the company. Also, carry out a proper research on the directors or promoters of the company. This will give one an idea whether the company is secure enough for the investment purpose. If the company is low on rating, go for short term FD. If you plan to invest in a company which is low on rating, it is advisable that one should go for a short term investment only. If one feels that the company is not performing well, one can always opt for another company. But in case of long term investment, one will be stuck with the company for a long time, and if the company defaults or goes bankrupt, one may end up with losing a substantial part of investment. So, in the ultimate analysis, since company fixed deposits are unsecured investment, it run a high risk of losing one's money than a bank fixed deposit. But interest rate or returns are far higher. Especially in the times of inflation, returns from bank deposit may eventually turn out to be very small. But if as an investor one values safety most, then one should go for bank deposit. In any case, one should seek a professional advice before investing in fixed deposit. Before investing any company fixed deposit, one should be very careful in analyzing the application form offered by the company, financial statements of the company, and any other information pertaining to the company's offering about the fixed deposit should be aware of. An informed decision and cautious approach would ensure safety for one's money as well as lucrative returns. When we are talking about company deposits, last and most important, we need to tread with caution. Generally, it will be tempting for investor to go for company deposit as they pay higher interest, but they can be risky and may default on payment of interest and even the principal amount. A host of real estate companies have defaulted on repayments in the past, and more recently, non banking financial companies, which we might have heard, that is Divan Housing Finance Limited, have defaulted on repayments and stopped all premature withdrawal of the deposits. That is what we need to understand, that companies' fixed deposits are unsecured loan where repayment of the principal and interest are not guaranteed. In case of any default or delay, investors have little recourse. An investor must analyze the financial statements, performance of the company, and its management to take an informed decision about investments in any company deposit. That is what we need to clearly understand. And let us try to move into the last and most important point related to whether which is beneficial. About after the discussion we have, I suppose the things would be much clear. There are two sides of the coin having benefit at various levels. Like if you talk about company deposit rates are generally higher than that of a bank FD, and senior citizen can avail much more than the normal rates on offer. But the bank FD is comparatively much safer financial product, and which is a reason that many put their hard earned money into it. It means at one end higher returns also carries a risk that your money cannot be safe, but in case of bank FD offered at lower rate but the money is safe. That means choosing a company deposit requires the same kind of research and due diligence as is required while selecting a stock. It is suggested and recommended that those who do not have wherewithal to do this kind of research and take the risk should stick to bank FD. In short, I would conclude the topic of company fixed deposit with a statement that generally we should recommend for multiple and diversified resources. Thank you.